imagine. So please, I need you to let me know that you appreciate the chief for being here. Please give the chief a warm welcome.
Good evening, everyone. How we doing? I'm good. Can you all hear me? Yeah. We good to go? I'm good. I would prefer not to hold anything. Appreciate you, Charlie, for having me. Thank y'all. It's going to be a dope night. I'm excited about it. I wrote something for tonight, but I was debating on what I wanted to give you guys. But I think it's important to give you all a testament about where I'm from first, and a lot of you guys can relate, and we can move on to the coach's piece that I have here for you. I wrote it on, what's today, Saturday? Wednesday. So I got something new for you. But I'm from very similar circumstance to Waterbury, I would say. And it's a piece that I do often to kind of introduce who I am and what I'm about. And where I'm from isn't as bad as people always make it seem. Where I'm from, kids are finding better ways than breaking the law, smoking and drinking, and now taking a pause, stopping and thinking, making better choices in life to prepare for their future, because living life as a bum is not something they can get used to. Where I'm from, some bums dress better than teachers and have more faith than our preachers. And since there's no money, their life is now featured around violence and crime, and half of their time is spent begging for dimes, yes, the coin and the bag, because they'd rather get a drag than a job. But a change is what we need so society can breathe a breath of fresh air by knowing our kids care about going to school, because these rappers have now made it cool to be a dropout. Mister, them teachers don't like me, is a cop-out. Them cops out to get me, is an excuse. So excuse me for telling it like it is, but I'm blaming it on the parent, because apparently nothing's being said at home. Too many kids feel alone yet where I'm from. If you catch them while they're young, there's still time to change, but so many have gone stubborn in their ways, now their days spent behind bars. Jailhouse, rap stars, bodybuilders, and ballers, and I'm just calling it how I see it, because I've seen it. And as far as you know, I can be it. Where I'm from isn't as bad as people always make it seem. Where I'm from, more kids know how to curse than write cursive. And use words like looked it, heard it, and worst it. She told me, Mr. He looked it good, but his girlfriend was the worstest. It hurt in my eyes looking at her. And where I'm from, most people do laugh, and no one wants to correct her. They just choose to neglect her, which is nothing new, because so many men have already done it before. Her mother's ex-boyfriend, her father. Her own ex-boyfriend, a father. Her sister's soon-to-be ex-boyfriend, her father, 3 and 2 on the way. And it's so sad to say that so many men in this world have abandoned little girls, or little boys for that matter. Whatever happened to daddy's little girl? Because in this world, yes, even where I'm from, I've noticed a pattern of men leaving their guns to the same kids perfect, like father, like son, but they weren't taught any better. Because they learned how to measure, but they learned it in the hood, but it's all good, because school is for the birds, so they hope it's the Ireland grade with the curves, they be the first to pass and graduate. Where I'm from, they're always a tad too late. True story. Where I'm from, if it ain't one thing, then it's another. True story. My 13-year-old student got caught smoking weed with a brother. Come to find out, she's pregnant and so is her mother. And what bothers her, neither one knows who the father is. Around my way, same old story, different day. So I tell you, like I tell my students, think closely while I school you. Don't let my shirt and tie fool you, come from where you're from. I've done what you've done and seen what you've seen, and I was once in between a rock and a hard place, just like you. Yeah, my father left me too. I see my brother die, my mother cried, been too afraid to try. I see my grandmother slapped, 5 uncles, all of them on drugs. I see the mother beat up by her daughters. Honest to God, truth, a very long time ago, my great-great-granddad was killed over a quarter, and yes, I received help from the state. The day what y'all say those food stamps are great. And yes, I've heated my house in the oven, drank Kool-Aid from a jelly jar in the city bus was once my car, but I faced my share of adversity, overcome it. They can't stop me. I can't move because I choose not to. And if you need help, I got you. We'll make it to the top together and scream. Where I'm from isn't as bad as people always make it seem. They can take away your dollars, but they can't take away your dreams. Remember, where you're from isn't as bad as people always make it seem. Thank you. My nickname is Chief. It was actually given to me by my high school football coach. The closest thing that I know to a father is one of my high school coaches, and the position I played was nicknamed the Apache. I became the chief of the defense, and I got the nickname Chief, and that's kind of just how it stuck with me. So when Charlie called me and told me about this event, I began to think about what coaches meant to me and how underrated and underappreciated and they are. So it's a thankless job. So I wrote a piece of tribute to that. It's called Coaching Ain't What Y'all Think It Is. When you think of a coach, do you envision a person with a whistle pointing at kids and telling them what to do? That song's more like a crossing guard. They assist kids in crossing the street and preventing head-on collisions, but a good coach assists students in crossing the stage and help them make better decisions. Coaches facilitate life choices on and off the court, provide additional support so your child doesn't end up in and out of court. Coaches provide opportunity for your child to play on the field instead of working them. But like the crossing guards, coaches pay attention to all the signs. The yield, stop, slow down, reroute. Our goal is to help them reach the end zone. This ain't about touchdowns. It's about how when you get down, coaches help pick you up. How when you feel like giving up, we offer a pick-me-up to remind you of your greatness. Coaches serve as secondary parents. Coaches know it's not just about the player, but the person. They know the practice feels like a home away from home, a safe space where they teach skills to succeed. And it ain't just ball drills and backpedaling. It's life skills and not settling for anything but their best. We take them away from distractions and negative influence. We take kids off the streets and teach them a different way to get some shots up. When you hear coach, I don't want y'all to think of those second-class seats on a bus, plane, or train. I want you to think of someone who will help you train your thoughts, elevate your mind and spirit. So if you're ever lost in the wind or in worry, there's a coach somewhere willing to help you carry some of that baggage and those burdens. Coaches were all once kids' tuition, and we had someone in our lives to lean on. We all need a Mr. Clark or a Coach Carter. You think practice is hard? I promise you life is hard. And we're just trying to prepare the youth for the tough days. But they say when the going gets tough, the tough get going. But where do the tough go with no direction? That's where a coach becomes a compass. And for you young that don't know what a compass is, it's like a GPS, except this one is for your future, in the form of a coach providing tough love. Far too many of us go above and beyond for kids that ain't even ours. So many coaches sacrifice moments of their lives so you can thrive. And this ain't about a game, but it is about the position you play in life. So to my hoopers in the room, when a coach teaches you how to break the press, they're really showing you how to respond to the pressure of life. Slow down, find an open man. It means think before you react. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Soccer, it's always our duty to help assist you to the goal. Football, it ain't about the plays we draw, but about the men we build up and the young ladies that dare to break the mold. Hockey, volleyball, baseball, tennis, lacrosse, any sport you can imagine, coaching ain't just a job, it's a passion. So to all my parents of the athletes and the actual athletes in the room, when was the last time you said, thank you, coach? Because I'm sure there's a lot you don't know. I bet you didn't know he was late to his son's recital because your son needed a ride home. I bet you didn't know he takes his kids to practice with him because his wife is at home sick. And when he leaves practice, he got to drop off your son and his and then go work third shift. And he has never complained. So we got to put some respect on his name. But even then, a coach ain't just a name or a title, it's an honor. Watching youth succeed is like having planted a seed and being able to feed the neighborhood from the tree that grew. And simply knowing we helped to water those roots is more than enough for us. We don't do it for the praise. We damn sure don't do it for the pay. We do it for the days we get that phone call that little Johnny, who is now Big Johnny, has graduated and made it to college with pros. Or Slowfoot Benny chose to be an electrician and now raising kids of his own. Or how Tamika just opened a bakery in the city and provides internships for high school students. Coaching ain't never been about the records during the season, but the seasons of life our kids go through and grow through, and becoming the adults they're supposed to, and that is the win for us. So to every coach in this room, I need you to know you are appreciated, you are respected, and you are not just a coach, you're a teacher, a parental figure, a leader, a guidance counselor, a therapist, a tutor, a mentor, an Uber, a Lyft, as in spiritual inspiration, not the ride-share transportation. You, coaches, are a gift from the heaven doing God's work on earth, and a paycheck can never really determine your worth. And the way it normally works is the team wins a championship. The coaches hand players trophies and sit back smiling with a face full of pride. I need all of us in here to know that even though the students won the game, a good coach, is the real prize. Coaches, thank you for everything you do.